What's going on, everyone? My name is D. Anthony, and in this video we're going to be kind of talking about some things that I wrote down, kind of showing you guys how you guys can be a more successful day trader, even if you're a beginner, even if you don't know anything about the stock market, even if you've never even traded one stock at all, but maybe you've been thinking about it and you're interested, right? So this video is going to be for you. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to give you guys a few tips that you're going to want to remember. So some of the topics that we're going to be talking about in this video that I've written down here is: 1, understanding the stock market; 2, developing a trading strategy; 3, learning how to manage risk; number 4, keeping a trading journal; and number 5, staying up to date with market news. So in part 1, right? So understanding the stock market. This is going to be the first one that we're going to be talking about here. So the first step to becoming a successful trader is to have a deep understanding of the stock market, right? This is not something that you could just kind of dabble around with and play with. You need to really understand the markets, right? What are you getting yourself into? This includes learning about market trends, economic indicators, individual stocks. You also need to kind of familiarize yourself with different trading platforms. See which one best fits you. For myself, I use Thinkorswim, which is through TD Ameritrade. I've used it for years. I really like it. Learn the difference between a market order and a limit order. Kind of understand the basic terminology when it comes to trading. That's really going to help you out. Number 2 is going to be to develop a trading strategy. So either you're going to focus on one particular setup, one particular strategy, one particular indicator. You don't want to start off very broad and kind of throw a bunch of spaghetti at the wall. Once you have a good understanding of the market and you start to develop that trading strategy, you need to kind of define things such as risk tolerance, setting profit targets, determining which stocks you want to trade, right? So, if you're coming into the market and you've got, say, $500, I really wouldn't be buying things like Tesla options, right? I'd be trying to trade things like, American Airlines or Carnival Cruise Lines or maybe Coca-Cola or maybe, Apple. Some things that are like a little bit slower movers, less costing, that are going to cost less, right? Number 3 is going to learn how to manage risk. Now, this one is probably the most important kind of part, and I should have probably put this at number 1, but managing risk is probably one of the biggest challenges that many day traders have. This means knowing when to cut your losses, right? If you do not know when to cut your losses, you are going to lose a tremendous amount of money. You're going to blow up account after account after account, and you're kind of be spinning your wheels in the dirt, wondering, what exactly is going on, right? So learn to manage risk. Do not let your emotions interfere with your decision-making process, right? So when you're a day trader, you're a stock trader, whatever you're trading, whether you're trading crypto, you're trading options, you're trading futures, whatever it is that you're trading, understand that you cannot let your emotions get in the way with technical analysis and the data. Having a solid risk management plan in place, setting up those stop loss orders is going to really help you kind of protect your capital and allow you to grow in the long term, right? Number 4 is to keep a trading journal, right? That doesn't mean you have to go out here and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars on these, journaling softwares. When I first started, and I still do it to this day, I got a pen and a pad right to the side of me. When I enter into a trade, I'm going to write down what time I entered into that trade, how many options contracts did I buy, when did I exit the trade? And if the trade works, I'm going to write down a little note. This trade works because of XYZ, right? These confluences happened that allowed me to take this trade, and it was a successful trade. If the trade doesn't work, I'm going to write down, what did I feel during that trade? Was I emotional? Was I, feeling FOMO? Was I, getting overly excited? Did I chase, right? Did I, take a stock tip from someone else on social media? I seen everyone on social media talking about, one particular stock. Was I just kind of following the herd, or did I actually have a good game plan and a good attack for actually buying and trading that stock, right? So this is going to help you kind of learn, what to do and what not to do as you progress in your trading kind of, journey, right? Your trading career. The last one, very simple. I really don't focus on this one too much because I'm a technical trader, right? But you're going to kind of want to stay up to date with market news. So when are earnings, right? When is earnings season for the particular sector of stocks that you're trading? when do we have FOMC meetings? When is the Fed speaking? What is interest rates doing? Some of these things can be, things that you're going to want to stay up to date on, right? It could be very, very, crucial to your success as a trader. Read financial news sources, subscribe to any newsletters that you guys feel comfortable with. Bloomberg's a good one, Wall Street Journal, Market Watch. Those are all good ones. No particular order, but you kind of want to have some feed. Or like if you trade with Thinkorswim on the TD Ameritrade platform, they'll have a little news section. So attached to each ticker symbol, each stock, it's going to give you day-by-day news on anything that the company is saying or anything that has been written about the company. So it's good to kind of browse through and see if there's any news on that particular stock or sector that you're kind of trading, right? So to kind of round things off, it takes time, and it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of discipline. Takes a good understanding of the overall markets, and it does take time, guys. This is not something that you're going to be able to do overnight, right? You're not going to come into the market today and be a millionaire tomorrow. It doesn't really work that way. But if you stay true to your plan and you kind of emphasize on these tips that I'm kind of giving you guys are going to have a better, chance at succeeding. Because to be honest, 90% of people that come in and want to day trade, especially want to day trade, and especially people who want to play with options, typically blow themselves out in 3 to 6 months, and you never see or hear from them again. And it's not because, that there's anything particularly wrong with the market or the market is rigged or anything. It's just they didn't really have a clear game plan going into it. So you always kind of want to increase your chances of success by, really focusing on these tips that I kind of listed. And again, understand, day trading is not for everyone. If you're not, emotionally, intact and in tune to do this, it's okay, right? You don't have to be some, rock star Wolf of Wall Street type of guy. You can be a longer term investor. Maybe allocate and set aside some funds to go into some safe and diversified ETFs, which I just made a video on. You guys can catch that on my channel if you just kind of go back. And always remember, especially when you're day trading, depending on your account size, never risk more than you're willing to lose, right? So if you have $1,000 account, if something went wrong with your emotions or the market or some type of news, and you have $1,000 account, do you realistically want to lose $700, $800 of that? So understand, if you had $1,000 account, maybe you want to be playing with $50 at a time. Maybe you want to play with $150 at a time, $100 at a time. You want to play with enough skin in the game to kind of make some gains, but not enough skin in the game that's going to wipe you out in one trade. I hope these tips helped. If it did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stick around, join my private Discord. It's down linked below in the description box, and I will see you guys all on the next video.